That's what I'm starting to soak through. So I think what happened, since I need a little bit more sea kelp and humic acid, is I think I'm overlapping a little bit, since I don't know exactly where I'm at each pass. So I'm thinking probably what I might do next time is follow my my lawn stripe. That way I can kind of try to stay a little bit more consistent. And then another problem is I don't quite have enough hose to cover the far back corner of the lawn. So once I get toward that side, I'm kind of like holding the hose end sprayer kind of like up in the air, trying to shoot some of the humic acid and sea kelp over that way, and a little bit along the property line. If I have a 75-foot hose, if I had 100, I would probably have enough. But it is what it is. So we'll see what that'll do. I guess tomorrow I will hit up the front yard and finish that up, and then the whole yard will be treated with the humic acid and sea kelp, and we'll give it, I don't know, a little bit of time. I don't know how long it takes to really take effect. Maybe a week or a few applications and a couple months. Not exactly sure. So if any of you guys know, let me know so I know when I should be seeing results. I did spray or put down the organite. I believe it was a week ago. I'd have to look back at the last video that I did. I did put down more here recently, right before I did the humic acid. So I think that should kind of work together, release that nitrogen and iron. So hopefully I get some visible results here soon. All right, it is Tuesday, July 17th. Happened to have the day off. Did a little bit of work at a hospital Saturday night, so I get a day off in lieu of working on a weekend overnight. So gonna try to get some mowing in. It's getting pretty tall, so this time I think what I'm going to try doing is I've got the checkmate striper on. So last time I tried doing this, I did a double stripe with no striping kits before I bought the striping kit. Took a really long time just because I have to keep overlapping my passes to come back and make my second pass on the same stripe. So I think this time I'm going to try doing a single double and see what that looks like. So I'm going to try to get that going. It's still kind of early in the morning, just 4:10, so it's not too hot out. It was about 75 when I last checked the weather, so a little bit nicer for a mow. So I'm going to get that done, and let's get to it. One thing I was going to do, have a compost bin in the back that's about half empty, or half full, I guess, if you're one of those people. So I'm going to get some grass clippings to put back there. I haven't sprayed this part of the yard in quite a while, so I should be good to use this as compost. So I'll take quite a few swipes, get this filled up a couple times. That should fill up my compost bin. That way I can get some nice compost going. Partway through the front yard. This where it sometimes gets a little screwy because my front yard is on a hill, so it goes downhill like this. Also kind of curves off, and I have that little bit of a ditch that kind of comes back up. So it kind of screws with my lines sometimes. You can see the light stripe through here is off just a little bit. I might be able to go back through and try to straighten that one. But it's getting a little bit better now that I can see the stripes better. Sometimes I can go back over it and kind of straighten them up. What is this? What? No. But cool thing is, I just reached in with my hand, grabbed taproot and all. So that's good. I guess the soil is loosened up a little bit where I'm able to get a hold of that. Alright, well, front yard is done. Did the single double. And grass is definitely stressing. But there it is. My lines are a little wavy. This one right here. That one's off a little bit. Starts curving a little bit. It is so difficult to try to stripe on a hill. If there's your mower around, and as you're going supposedly straight, you're going around a kind of almost like a curve on a hill. It throws on this way. It kind of pushes me more left, but it's definitely a lot easier to do than the double. Took me probably about 20 minutes, half hour less, because I'm not walking over my lines twice. I'm only doing it every other. I'm tuckered. I think it's probably closer to 80, so it's starting to get a little hot. Getting a little sweaty. I haven't done the side yard over here yet. I don't know if I'm going to do a single double over there, or if I might just do singles. And I'll think about it on a minute. I need to go inside, get cooled off, get some dihydrogen monoxide in me. Alright, now that I have the front yard mowed, I have not put down any humic acid or sea kelp on the front. I have done the side and the backyard, equivalent of about 8,000 square foot worth. The front is about 7,000 square foot, so it'll give me right about my 15,000 square foot that I have across the property. So I have my Chapin bottle filled up with 7 ounces each of humic acid and sea kelp, so that'll give me 14 ounces. I'm dialed down to 4 tablespoons or 2 ounces per gallon, so I'm going to get that on, and I'm going to get the rest. Alright, so apparently my camcorder died on me, battery's dead. Going through the front here, start spraying. It's a little bit easier to spray and not overlap very much when you have some decent lines to look at, so you can kind of just follow your lines. I've got maybe about another 1,500 square foot. I think I ran out of chemical, I guess about this line here. Right about here I ran out. So I've got about 3 or 4 more passes. So I got left, there's a tiny bit in there. Of course, it's not going to suck that up. So I'm going to add a little bit more, maybe about another 2 ounces of each, and finish up the rest of the yard. So one more thing to add, something else I've been doing in the backyard. tearing the deck down. This was a 16 by roughly 24 foot deck. Going to have a patio put in, slightly longer, so it's going to go out to roughly where my smoker is, or where these stones are. Come down to about where my window well is, and follow the dirt around and over to the back door here. So it'll just be one big piece of concrete all the way around. Be stamped, stained, same 2 different colors. So I'll probably do like a light tan and then kind of like a dark tan or black edge piece around the edge as it comes around, all curved out and everything, so no sharp edges. So I've been working on this since about Wednesday. Floorboards were a pain. I used the Rust-Oleum deck over because the floorboards weren't all in the greatest of shape. Thought putting that stuff down, it would help the deck last a little bit longer. Honestly, that stuff is horrible. I never recommend buying it. It started coming up after about 6 months. There was a lifetime warranty on it. We reached out to Rust-Oleum and radio silence. So yeah, they're not very good staying behind their warranty. Took twice as much product as what it called for. You have to use a special roller to put all the stuff down, and ultimately it didn't even stay on. So we're just going to take the deck down, put a patio in. Got the floor joists. I just took a sledge to all those, knocked those out. They were hammered into the floating boards here. So just started hitting it with the sledge. Ultimately though, this was a neighbor's sledge. I got to the steps, which are now over there, kind of on top of the pile. Came down on them with the sledge, just tried to bust it apart. And apparently I didn't realize my own strength. So I owe my neighbor a sledgehammer now. And probably a 6-pack of beer. So that's kind of where I'm at. Patio should be coming in here. I believe they said they were 6 weeks out. So they're going to come in through here. So it's going to be safe to assume that from the gate on over to where they put the patio in, all this grass is probably going to get destroyed. So I'm thinking now that since they're going to do that, they're going to take my dirt pile over there. So that means they also have to come through this whole area with a bobcat to scoop all that up. Safe to say that most of my yard back here is going to be destroyed. So talked to the wife and told her, I was like, you know what, since they're going to be pretty much tearing up half the yard anyway, or 3/4 of it, I think I'm just going to take Roundup to the whole yard. This is it's still a kind of Midwest mix back here, so it's perennial rye, Kentucky blue, and tall fescue. I see it's actually probably more Kentucky blue than tall fescues. Like, you've got some tall fescue there, then like maybe some fine fescue, or maybe that's perennial rye. I have no idea on that one. But you've got some Kentucky blue there, and it's very, very thick throughout the whole yard there. All this through here, this is all Kentucky blue. I kind of like it because it's nice and thick, as opposed to the tall fescue there. Very wide blades. Kind of almost had me thinking, it's like, well, maybe I should go Kentucky blue in the yard instead of tall fescue. But tall fescue is so drought resistant and disease resistant that I think I kind of need that. So I think that's my plan. I'll get a hold of Pete at GCI, get a couple bags of his fescue mix, and I'm going to probably just reseed this whole backyard. It's gonna be a fun project back here.